Hey guys, James with Torches and Tactical, and just real quick, I know it's one thing to have, a really good flashlight on your person at all times, and I even understand, being able to carry a pocket knife around. This is the Kaiser Amicus. I've been carrying this around quite a bit, and I'm become quite a fan, especially for a budget knife. But now I do have to say that, what are you gonna do if? Well, okay, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but what are you gonna do if the grid falls down, or you find yourself out on a hike and you are, for lack of a better term, shy on power? You don't have any of those solar panels, you don't have access to the grid, none of that. What are you going to do when your flashlight dies out? What are you going to do when your phone dies? Well, Wurkkos has come front and center with, I believe, a great approach and great item for solving that issue. Guys, this is the Wurkkos H1, and while it looks like it would, have a business end of a flashlight, actually it doesn't. So this is something that I think anyone who wants to say that they are prepared, or anyone who wants to say that they are just going to be able to survive a little bit longer, or let's just go with prepared. Let's just go with prepared. But anyone who wants to say that they are going to be able to keep their devices charged no matter what without carrying a bunch of bulk, because I mean, frankly, I got a bunch of power generators, I got a bunch of, or battery generators, I got a bunch of power banks. But this is something where you can keep it on your person, you can keep it in the bottom of your bag, and it's just not going to intrude or impose, take up a lot of space, and give you that power you need. So I do want to go through just real fast. I do want to walk through, just let you know real fast, that they will give you a lanyard as well as a couple spare O-rings. They will give you a USB-A to USB-C. Now, frankly, I do wish that they had USB-C to C on here and they allowed that protocol. But, I mean, at such a great price, you get what you can get. And I'm super thankful that they even made something like this. So let's go ahead and get this cable out of the way. I will bring that back later here in just a second. And they give you a user manual. So this is for the H1, your portable battery bank. So you have all those specifications. So it says Wurkkos H1 is more than just a power bank. It's designed to be your flashlight's perfect companion. So it does give you removable access to a 21700 cell. And here, I'll open this up. It does give you access to a removable 21700 cell, or with this battery tube, you can throw an 18650 in there as well. So very standard fare box for the Wurkkos products. H1 black. Now black, the fact that they have the color right here, it tells me that eventually they're probably going to have some other colors available as well. Maybe something similar to the blue on this on this TS10 Max, but I digress. So let's just get straight into it. Now, I know what you guys are going to want to know. First and foremost, I will tell you that, well, take a look at it right now. This is with the included silicone sleeves. These were also included. They were not on the flashlight to begin with, but you can have those on or off. And frankly, I like that they give you the option to use it with these on. That way, if you are going to carry it on a vest or anything like that, or even in your pocket, it's going to be one of those things that it just doesn't make anywhere near as much noise. If most of the aluminum is covered, you're not going to have keys jingling against it. You're not going to have it brushing up against anything else, scratching anything else. So it's another layer of protection while giving you that benefit of having the extra power. Let's go ahead and set that there. And I'm going to screw this back on here just real fast. And now, without that cover, I do want to show you the H1 in all its glory. There we go. So you can see a lot of cues. I mean, frankly, the machining here looks very similar to a lot of Sofern tail caps. I mean, you can see similar right here. You got the machining or knurling on the battery tube. I mean, the whole thing's technically a battery tube when you think about it, but so you have Wurkkos H1 right here. You have all your governmental signage and certifications, battery direction. So one thing that's great about this is it does actually offer you it offers you a level of protection for reverse polarity. So nothing bad is going to happen. It just won't work. If you want it to work, follow this indicator here. But if you do swap in that 21700 or even the 18650 backwards, don't fret or don't sweat, my pet. It just won't work. It won't destroy any of the internals, but it does also have over voltage, over current, and overcharging protection. So it will cut off when it hits that 4.2 volts. So we can look at this pocket clip, and I do like the fact that it's a two-way. Frankly, they probably just used what they had on stock, because I don't think you're ever going to need to attach this to the brim of a hat for directionality or anything like that. But I digress again. You do get that lanyard hole on the tail cap, and that's going to let you attach that lanyard that I showed you earlier. Very, very nice design. Unlike a lot of Wurkkos lights, you can remove, well, particularly the TS10 series, you can remove both the tail cap and the head of the light, but the head of the light is going to be where all of the magic happens. So you can see that C-clip in there. That's going to hold in not necessarily the driver, but the brain board, if you will. And opposing that, you are going to see that large cap. So that large cap right here is going to house your USB-A and your USB-C port. So I do want to show you this here just real fast. If you make contact with that, by screwing it in there, you do see that charge indicator. So that's going to shine for 5 seconds. That's going to shine for 30. That's going to shine for 5 seconds. And after it cuts off, that's going to serve also as your discharge indicator. So when you have that USB-A plugged into a power brick and into here, you will see green while it is fully charged, but while it's charging, it will turn red. And then when you have the cord swapped around and the USB-A on this side, and then you plug in your device, that will let you see your discharging indicator as well. So as far as the discharging indicator, it is going to be green if it's between 60 and 100%. It's going to go red if it's 20 to 60%, and then it's going to flash red if it's under 20%. It's just letting you know that the 21700 or 18650 is getting low on juice. But as far as the whole design of this, I never talked really about it up front, but the whole design of this is made from 6061 T6 aluminum, so very tough, very strong, has that Type 3 hard anodized coating, and again, we probably will end up seeing other colors coming to fruition soon. The whole thing without the battery comes in at 56 grams, and it is also 101.9 by 27.4 millimeters. So barely larger than that 21700 cell. You get a couple mil on both sides, and that's on the head side too. So you can see that it doesn't have a lot of room on the outside of that 21700. So again, you do have that battery tube, so you can swap an 18650 in there. But for all intents and purposes, we're going to go ahead and use the 21700 cell battery. So I do want to let you know that when you do have that cord plugged in, they really put a lot of thought into this, and they're going to make sure that this works with pretty much any device you can think of. As far as the protocols that this accepts, it does offer QC2, QC3. It offers a couple I've never even heard of: FCP, AFC, SCP, USB-C, USB-C DRP. But then with a lot of the standardization that's been going along, it does also offer PD2 and PD 3.0. So I do want to grab that USB cable now, and I want to take the twist tie off just so you guys can see that I am using the original Wurkkos cable. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop that guy on there right now, and I'm going to remove the battery from the TS10 Max. And yes, this is also coming up for review very, very soon, but I wanted to go ahead and get this H1 out because I truly do think that everyone needs a good battery backup for any other devices. So we'll go ahead and pop that in there. You can see there's a little a red indicator right there. It did flash green for a split second. Here, maybe, there you go. You guys can see that red indicator. But when it's discharging, you will see that the H1 has that green indicator because this battery is fully topped off. So very nice. I do really appreciate when forethought comes into design and theory, and on top of all of that, I like when it looks good too. And I really do like the finish on this. I like the finish. I like the overall look. And frankly, for fitting a 21700 cell at its widest point, it only comes in at 27.4 millimeters. I mean, it doesn't take up a lot of room either. So that's a lot better than carrying some massive brick that is, yay big inside a backpack. It's going to weigh you down. It's going to cause earlier fatigue. all that stuff. If you want to keep some extra juice on you, highly recommend the Wurkkos H1. It is available on the Wurkkos site, and I suspect it will be available on Amazon here shortly as well. So guys, I will leave some links down in the description below. And on top of that, if the Wurkkos H1 is something that you are interested in, I'm going to have a specific link for me. Yes, it is an affiliate link, but all the profits and proceeds that happen from my affiliate links are going to go back into reviewing other Wurkkos lights. So guys, I'm not made of money. The only way I can keep this going is from the generosity of the manufacturers and then being able to buy these lights with the affiliate links. So guys, highly recommend that you check out the Wurkkos H1. So finally, if you guys like this video, go ahead and click on the like button and share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe, click on that bell notification because that's going to let you guys know when we have, I don't know, maybe a TS10 Max video coming out or when we have a giveaway. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.